हाय एवरीवन, स्वागत है आप सभी का। वेलकम टू टेक्यू गेट क्लासेस विच इज इनिशिएटिव बाय टेक्यू फैकल्टी। माई सेल्फ पवन कुमार साव एंड करेंटली आई एम वर्किंग एज एन असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर in the Department of Mathematics, Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra, Ranchi. I have done my Masters of Science in Mathematics from IIT Guwahati and currently also I am doing my PhD from NIT Jamshedpur. I have 4 plus year of teaching experience. I have qualified several times GATE examination. Also, I have qualified several times CSIR, NET, GRF examination. And my medium of teaching will be both English and Hindi. In this lecture series, that is our ordinary differential equation, I'll try to finish this ordinary differential equation within 6 to 8 lectures. So first we'll see the syllabus and then we will start our today lecture. So this is the lecture number 1. So let us start. So first we'll see the syllabus of ordinary differential equation. So syllabus क्या है? This is the common syllabus except or excluding computer science. So in that ordinary differential equation, mostly we will learn only the first order and the second order differential equation, and also some higher order differential equation with constant coefficient. So if I particularly see some syllabus of civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electric and electronics, and then electrical engineering. So first we'll see the civil engineering syllabus. So पहले सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे? First order linear and non-linear differential equation. So in that first order linear and non-linear differential equation, we will learn various method. We will see various method to solve first order linear and non-linear equation, differential equation. After that, we will see the higher order linear differential equation with constant coefficient, and after that we will see the Cauchy-Euler equation, which is a type of a differential equation with variable coefficient, and after that we will see initial and boundary value problem. Okay, if I compare the syllabus of a mechanical engineering, this is same as our syllabus of our civil engineering, only the extra thing is here, the Laplace transform. Similarly, if I see or if you look the syllabus of electronics and communication as well as the electrical engineering, the syllabus is almost same as our civil engineering and mechanical engineering. Only the extra thing is here that the method of solution using variation of parameter. So only this is the extra thing kept in electronics communication and electrical engineering. So now the thing is that what we will cover throughout this lecture. So first I am going to discuss what we will cover. So I have designed this ordinary differential equation in 10 parts. So सबसे पहले हम देख लेते हैं क्या क्या we will discuss, क्या क्या हम discuss करेंगे. So in the first point we will discuss the introduction of differential equation and the motivation of a differential equation. So this is our first point, introduction of differential equation and motivation of differential equation, that is the motivation. इसके बाद we will see the order and degree of differential equation, and after that the third point will be we will see the linear and non-linear differential equation. So this topic number 2 and topic number 3, this topic is very important because this topic will guarantee or will gives an idea to classify our differential equation, and based on that we will apply our suitable method to find the solution. So based on order, degree as well as linear and non-linearity, we can identify the differential equation and we can apply the suitable method to find the solution. इसके बाद the fourth point will be we will discuss the solution of a differential equation. So in that solution of a differential equation, okay, before that after linear and non-linear we will see the formation of differential equation. That is the formation of differential equation. Okay, here the D meaning is that it's a differential equation. After that we will see the types of solution of a differential equation. the types of solution of differential equation. कितने तरह के सॉल्यूशन होते हैं डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन में. आफ्टर दैट वी विल सी द टाइप्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम. कितने टाइप के प्रॉब्लम हो सकते हैं इन डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. तो टाइप्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम इन डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन like initial value problem and boundary value problem. So types of problem of differential equation. Okay, after that number 7 will be we will discuss the solution of first order and first degree equation. Solution of first order and first degree equation, that is the first degree differential equation. So when you try to solve first order and first degree differential equation, for that we will learn various method. So what in that first order and first degree, what we will learn? First we will learn the variable separable method. Variable separable method. After that we will learn the homogeneous differential equation. So how to solve the homogeneous? Remember that these all methods are for the first order differential equation. So homogeneous differential equation. After that we will see the non-homogeneous differential equation. So the non-homogeneous differential equation is basically we have to convert in homogeneous form, and then we can apply our this technique, that is the homogeneous differential equation. So the third method will be our homogeneous differential equation. After that we will see some exact differential equation. Remember that these all method are for the first order. ये सारे method first order के लिए. After that we will see the non-exact differential equation. So in the non-exact differential equation there will be 4 to 5 method, and based on that rule we will convert our problem into exact differential equation and we can find the solution. So 4 to 5 rule we will learn in this non-exact differential equation. After that we will see the linear equation. And then after that we will see Bernoulli's equation. So Bernoulli's equation is a type of a nonlinear equation, and we will convert into a linear equation form. So that is the Bernoulli equation. So these all types will be based on first order and first degree differential equation. So there will be various form, and there is various solution forms. So we will apply those method and we will try to simplify our फर्स्ट ऑर्डर एंड फर्स्ट डिग्री. सो यहाँ से हमें फर्स्ट ऑर्डर एंड फर्स्ट डिग्री का आइडिया लग जाएगा कि हाउ टू सॉल्व. ओके, आफ्टर दैट द पॉइंट नंबर 8 विल बी आवर we will see the higher order differential equation with constant coefficient. So once the first order first degree will finish, then we will start our higher order differential equation with constant coefficient. So in that we will learn how to find the complementary function and how to find the particular integral. Okay, after that the ninth topic will be our the Cauchy-Euler equation. So these are the topics that we will discuss throughout this lecture series. So Cauchy-Euler equation. So this is a one special form of a differential equation with variable coefficient. And the last topic will be our for this lecture, for this ordinary differential equation series, will be the method of solution using variation of parameter. So variation of parameter. So see, these are the 10 topics that we will discuss within 6 to 8 lecture. Okay, so first we are going to start our first point, that is the introduction of differential equation. Before that we will see the motivation of a differential equation. So the motivation of a differential equation, that means why we require the differential equation. हमें differential equation क्यों पढ़ना चाहिए? What is the need of differential equation? So the basic reason is that some physical phenomena or some physical problem we can write in a mathematical form, and sometimes that mathematical form will be in the form of a differential equation. So that's why differential equation is very important. So in a simple word, if you write, that is the representation of a physical problem or a physical phenomena into mathematical model, so that mathematical model sometimes that will be in the form of a differential equation. So the motivation is that represent the physical problem or physical phenomena into mathematical form. So that mathematical form sometimes it will be in the form of a differential equation. For example, suppose I am taking one object, suppose this is one object and the weight of the object is W. Suppose we apply some force in the object, then there will be some acceleration. So as per the kinematics of motion and Newton's second law of motion, we can write force equal to mass into acceleration, and that acceleration we can write as a dv by dt, that is the rate of change of velocity. So you can see that this is one simple example where we require the differential equation. Similarly, there are a lot of example like in the case of suppose equation of a motion for falling a body or equation of a motion of a simple pendulum. So there are a lot of physical phenomena or physical problem we can implement in a mathematical form, and that mathematical form will look like in the form of a differential equation. So that's why differential equation from the viewpoint of physical phenomena as well as the mathematical form are very important. Okay, so now we are going to see differential equation. What is differential equation? But before going to see what is the differential equation, first we'll try to understand what is equation. हम equation बहुत बार सुने हैं, but what is the meaning of equation? Forget about differential equation. So if I say the equation meaning is that an equation is basically a mathematical statement which consisting of equal symbol between two mathematical expression and that have the same value. So we can write an equation basically in the mathematical form, and that will consisting of two equal symbol between the two expressions. So we can write two expression in some inequality form, that will be our equation. That equation may be algebraic equation, equation may be polynomial equation, transcendental equation, any equation. Now if I say the differential, in that differential, in a simple word we can say that in the equation there will be some differential term will be there. So that is the meaning of differential equation. But in a precise way, if I say what is the differential equation, क्या बोल सकते हैं? So the basic or the precise definition of a differential equation is that an equation containing derivative of one or more dependent variable with respect to one or more independent variable is called differential equation, and in short we denote as a DE. Now in this definition you can see that one is dependent variable and one is the independent variable. So सबसे पहले हम देखते हैं कि what is the meaning of dependent variable and independent variable, what is the role of this in our differential equation. So suppose we have some function y is equal to f of x, we are assuming. So in that case this x will be our independent variable, this x will be our independent variable, and this y will be our dependent variable because the value of y will depend on x. So that's why this is our dependent variable. This is a single valued function. In that case if you define the derivative, so in that case you can write dy by dx. This is a simple or ordinary derivative. And the geometrical meaning or the physical meaning is that this is the slope of the tangent line. But suppose if you take the function like suppose z equal to, or suppose in general, suppose if I take y equal to as a function of x1, x2 and so on, suppose xn. So in that case x1, x2, x3 up to xn, these all are independent variable. ये सारे variable x1, x2 सारे variable क्या है, independent है. And in that case y is our dependent variable. So in that case there are more than one independent variable and only one dependent variable. So in that case if you define the derivative, it is not possible to define the ordinary derivative, because if you take the dy by dx1, in that case the question will arise what will be the role of x2, x3 and other independent variable. So in that case we will use our partial derivative. If I say in a simple language, that is the del y by del x1, which meaning is that the partial derivative of y with respect to x1 keeping other variable x2, x3 up to xn are constant. Similarly we can define del y by del x2. In that case the meaning is that this is the partial derivative with respect to with the variable y of y with respect to x2 keeping x1, x3 and other variable are as a constant. So in that case there is only one dependent variable and more than one independent variable. So in that case we require the partial derivative, and the partial derivative, the meaning is that we have to find the rate of change of y in the direction of x1. If I say del y by del x2, that is the rate of change of y in the direction of x2, that is the partial derivative in the direction of x2 and so on. Similarly if I take suppose a two variable function z as a function of x and y. So in that case there are two independent variable and one dependent variable. So in that case we can write del z by del x and del z by del y. These are the first partial derivative. We can similarly define the second, third and so on. So this is the meaning of that. Here z is dependent variable and x and y are independent variable. So del z by del x का meaning क्या हो रहा? This is the meaning is that the partial derivative of z with respect to x keeping y as a constant. And in this case what we can say that means we want to find the derivative of the function z in the direction of x keeping y as a constant. If I say the meaning of del z by del y, the meaning is that the derivative of z in the direction of y keeping x as a constant. So these are the meaning of partial derivative. But the question is that if the independent variable will be more than one, if it is more than one, in that case we will take the help of partial differentiation. And if the independent variable, if it is one, then in this case we will use our ordinary derivative. So based on that we will classify our differential equation into two parts. One is ODE. In that case we will take the ordinary derivative, and one is the part PD, that is in that case we will take the help of partial derivative. So in that case what will be the required thing? In the case of ODE, ordinary differential equation, here the number of independent variable will be 1. So in that case only one independent variable. In that case only one independent variable. And in the case of a PD, more than one independent variable. If the variable are more than one independent variable, then in that case the equation will become a partial differential equation. So more than one independent variable. So now if I define precise way what is the ordinary differential equation, see here we are not interested for the dependent variable. हम यहाँ पर dependent variable के लिए interested नहीं है. If suppose dependent variable it can be one, it can be more than one, but we are interested only for independent variable. So if we define what is the meaning of ODE, so in that case the meaning of ODE will be that if you have only one independent variable, then in that case the differential equation will be our ordinary differential equation. So if I define what is ODE, in that case if we have only one independent variable, then we call the differential equation, we call the D as ODE, that is the ordinary differential equation. Similarly, we can define the PD, that is the partial differential equation. So what we can define PD? Okay, here I am writing the definition of PD. The PD meaning is that if we have more than one independent variable, in that case, then we call the differential equation as partial differential equation. We call the differential equation as partial differential equation. So in this lecture series, we are interested about the ordinary differential equation. That means we will consider only one independent variable. But now the question is that कि अगर मेरा डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल अगर एक से ज़्यादा होगा, so what we can say? In that case, there will be no problem. In that case, that equation will be, it's a system of ordinary differential equation and system of partial differential equation. The classification of OD and PD will based on only independent variable because due to derivative. Okay, now we'll take some examples. So this is one example, that is the equation of a motion. Suppose equation of a motion for a falling body. So in that case, the equation will be it's a d2x by dt square, that is the acceleration equal to it's a minus g, that will be the where g is the acceleration due to gravity. So this is one example of ordinary differential equation. Why? Because here we are using ordinary derivative. Similarly, we can take other example. Suppose I'm going to take simple example. Suppose dy by dx plus y equal to x. So this is again one example of a ordinary differential equation because here ordinary derivative are present. Y is our dependent variable and x is our independent variable. Okay, again I am taking another example. Suppose d2y by dx2 plus dy by dx, suppose, plus y is equal to something, suppose x cube. So this is again example of ordinary differential equation. Okay, again I am taking one example and that example is our PD example. Suppose I am taking one example like del z by del x and del z by del y equal to suppose x. So this is one example of a PD. Why we can say that this is a PD? Because in that case the partial derivative are involved. So in a simple language, you can say that in a equation, if the ordinary derivative will be present, that will be our ordinary differential equation, and if the partial derivative term will be present, then in that case that will be our partial differential equation. So these are the some example of a ordinary differential equation. Also we can write several expression in terms of PD, partial differential equation. Okay, the next important thing will be that I already told you, order and degree. So order क्या है and degree क्या है? So पहले हम देखते हैं order क्या है. So order of a differential equation we can define as the highest order derivative involved in the ODE. Remember that अब हम जितना भी बात कर रहे हैं ODE का बात कर रहे हैं because in this lecture series we are interested only for ordinary differential equation. Later we will discuss the PD part. First we will try to understand only the ODE part. So in the ODE part, the order of a differential equation, if I say the differential equation, that means the ordinary differential equation. So the order of a differential equation will be, it's the highest order derivative involved in the ordinary differential equation. So जो भी जिस भी इक्वेशन में जो हाईएस्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव हो गई वही इस इक्वेशन का ऑर्डर होगा. एंड व्हाट विल बी द डिग्री? The degree of a differential equation will be the greatest power or the greatest exponent. You can see that the greatest exponent or the greatest power of the highest order ordinary differential equation which is made free from radical sign and fractional power. That means किसी भी इक्वेशन में जो highest order है उसका हम greatest power और greatest exponent देखेंगे, that will be the degree of the equation. And remember that equation must be free from radical sign and fractional power. If it is present, then we'll try to simplify, we'll try to remove that one, and then we will decide what will be the degree. Okay, one more thing is that the degree of a differential equation may exist, may not exist, but definitely the order of a differential equation will always exist, and that always be a positive integer. Okay, I'll take example and I'll show you how to find order and how to find degree of a differential equation. Okay, so we are going to take some example. Suppose I am taking the first example, dy by dx plus xy is equal to, it's a dy by dx. Suppose this is the equation, dy by dx whole square plus xy equal to dy by dx. So this is a one ordinary differential equation. So what will be the order? We denote order as a O. So the order of a differential equation will be 1 because the highest order derivative in that equation is 1. Highest order derivative is 1. If I say the degree, in that case degree we know that the greatest exponent of the highest order derivative which is made free from radical and sign and fractional power. So in that equation there is no radical sign and no fractional power. It is simple a normal kind of thing. So what will be the degree? So here the highest order derivative, see here it is dy by dx, here it is also dy by dx. But the correct thing is that we should take the greatest exponent of the highest order. So here the greatest exponent is our 2. So in that case what will be our degree? The degree d will be 2. Degree क्या होगी? 2 होगी. Okay, again I am taking some other example, that is example number 2. Suppose d2y by dx2 plus 2 times of suppose dy by dx whole square plus y is equal to x. So this is again example of ordinary differential equation, and in that case the order will be 2 and degree will be, what will be the degree? The degree will be 1. Why? Because here the highest order derivative is 2, so that's why the degree will be 1. Okay, now the third one. Suppose I am taking another example, d2 by dx2 plus d2 by dx2 whole square plus square root of 1 plus dy by dx is equal to suppose y. See, this is again an example of a ordinary differential equation, but when we want to justify what will be the order, what will be the degree, first we will try to simplify, because in that expression you can say that one radical sign is there, that is 1 plus dy by dx, or we can write also 1 plus dy by dx to the power 1 by 2. So if somewhere in the equation, if radical sign or the fractional power if it is present, then we will try to remove and we will try to find then order and degree. So in that case we can simplify and we can write d2y by dx2. Okay, we can write this part as a left hand side, like it's a square root of 1 plus dy by dx, because we want to remove this radical sign, that is a square root sign, y minus d2y by dx2 whole square. If we square both sides, in that case this square root will cancel and this will be, it's a squaring kind of thing. So after that what we can write 1 plus dy by dx, and this thing will be, we can write it's a y square minus 2 times of y d2y by dx2 whole square, and then d2y by dx2, it's a whole square already there, if you square then it will 4. So क्या होगा यहाँ पर 4 होगा. So in that case what will be the order? In that case the order of the differential equation, because the highest order derivative is 2 and the degree will be 4, because the greatest exponent, see here the power is 2, here also here the power is 4, but we should take the greatest one, the greatest power of the highest order derivative, so that will be, degree will be 4. Okay, so now again I am taking another example. Suppose the equation is given dy by dx plus cos of dy by dx and plus y equal to 0 suppose. In that case, the order of a differential equation will be 1, and in that case the degree will not define. Why? Because see, in that expression the dy by dx, that is derivative term, is present in the form of a cos, that is cos of dy by dx. So if in the differential equation, if the derivative will present either in trigonometric function, exponential function, as well as logarithm function, so in that case the degree will not define, or the degree will undefined. So we cannot determine the degree, so that's why the degree will not define in that case. Because if you cannot do the expansion, we cannot justify what will be the degree. Here the highest order derivative is 1, but we cannot justify what will be the degree, right? Similarly, if I say again I am taking some dy by dx, and suppose e to the power of suppose dy by dx suppose plus xy equal to 0. This is again a example of a differential equation, but in that case order will be 1, because the derivative highest order derivative is 1, but in that case you can see that e to the power of dy by dx. We cannot justify in that case what will be the degree. So in that case the degree will be not defined. The degree will be not defined. So the main thing is that if some equation, differential equation, if it is some in polynomial kind of function, then only the degree will exist, otherwise degree will not exist. So we can say that degree will not defined here. We cannot say that what will be the degree, right? So now I am going to give one remark, one point, so that you can understand when the degree will exist and when the degree will not exist. So as a remark you can note down the condition to find the degree of, see that thing I already told you, the degree of a differential equation may exist and may not exist. So when it will not exist, when in the differential equation if some derivative will present in terms of trigonometric function, exponential function, and as well as logarithm function, we cannot decide what will be the degree. So the condition to find the degree of a differential equation is that the function should only be polynomial function, should be only polynomial function. मीन्स जो भी हमारी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन होगी वो किस फॉर्म में होगी, पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शन के फॉर्म में होगी. अगर कोई कॉस साइन का टर्म होगा तो उस कॉस साइन के टर्म में कोई डेरिवेटिव का टर्म नहीं रहना चाहिए. इफ इट इज प्रेजेंट देन इन दैट केस we cannot say that what will be the degree. So in that case the degree will be not defined or undefined. So if it is only given in the polynomial function, then in that case the degree we can find. Otherwise should only be the polynomial function of the differential equation, and if suppose if it contain some logarithm function, some exponential function, some trigonometric function, in that case the degree will be not defined. So I am going to write that point also. So the first point is that the condition to find the degree of a differential equation is that the function should only the polynomial function of a differential equation. If the differential equation contains some log, that means if I say the differential equation, that means the derivative like term. So if differential equation contains some log, exponential, and trigonometric function, of the derivative, if the differential equation contains log, exponential and trigonometric function of the derivative, then the degree is not defined. The degree of differential equation is not defined. That is the equation. In that case, the equation must have to be some polynomial function when you have to define the degree of the differential equation. Again I am repeating, अगर कोई इक्वेशन हमारी ऐसी है जिस इक्वेशन का उसमें कुछ एक्सपोनेंशियल, लॉगरिथम and trigonometric function है, in that function there is some derivative term, in that case we cannot define what will be the degree, because you can see that the example number 4, cos dy by dx, if you expand it, it is not advisable to expand, but if you expand you can see that the expansion of cos dy by dx, it will be, we know that it's a 1 minus dy by dx plus dy 1 minus d2 dy by dx whole square plus dy by dx to the power 4 and so on. So in that case, see, the order is same but the power is gradually increasing. So that's why we cannot guarantee what will be the degree. So that's why degree will not define in that case. Okay, next I am going to discuss some point, that is the next topic, that is our linear and non-linear. This is also important topic. Because when you try to solve the problem, we should try to understand whether the equation is linear or non-linear. Equation हमारी linear है या non-linear equation. So what will be the definition of a linear? So an ordinary differential equation is said to be linear if it is linear in the dependent variable and its all its derivative and not occur together. That means whatever the differential equation, that should be linear in the dependent variable and its derivative, and they are not occur together. That means the dependent variable and the derivative should not occur together, otherwise that equation will be non-linear. Okay, so when you try to check whether the differential equation is linear and non-linear, how to check? So I am going to write how we can check that whether the equation is linear or non-linear with some differential equations. So I am going to write with 3 points. So the first condition is that the degree of, will check whatever the differential equation is given, the degree of dependent variable. The degree of dependent variable should be 1 when an differential equation, an ordinary differential equation is said to be or is to be linear when it will be linear if it satisfies the following 3 conditions: condition number 1, condition number 2 and condition number 3. Now I am going to write this all conditions. So the first condition is that the degree of dependent variable should be 1. So पहला कंडीशन क्या होना चाहिए हमारा, द डिग्री ऑफ डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल, जो भी डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल है उसका डिग्री जो है वो 1 होना चाहिए. द डेरिवेटिव ऑफ, और यू कैन से दैट द डिग्री ऑफ all derivative, the degree of all derivative of dependent variable should be 1. all dependent variable should be 1, यानी जो भी हमारी डेरिवेटिव की टर्म है उसका भी डिग्री 1 होना चाहिए, should be 1. And the third condition is that these two conditions not occur together. That means the dependent variable and the derivative should not occur together. So not occur together. If an equation, if it satisfies these 3 conditions, then we can only say that the equation will be linear, otherwise non-linear. And in a simple word we can say that a differential equation will be linear when it is linear in the dependent variable and all its derivative, and they should not occur together. In that case the equation will be linear, otherwise the equation will be non-linear. So हमें क्या क्या चेक करना होगा, जो भी इक्वेशन दिया हुआ, फर्स्ट विल ट्राई टू आइडेंटिफाई डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल कौन सा है, एंड डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल का हमें डिग्री देखना होगा, and it should be 1. If it is not 1, then we can say that that will be non-linear. Second thing we have to check the degree of all the derivative of dependent variable should be 1. जो भी डेरिवेटिव टर्म है उसकी भी डेरिवेटिव डिग्री 1 होनी चाहिए. एंड द थर्ड कंडीशन इज दैट नॉट ऑकर टुगेदर. दैट मीन्स डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल एंड द डेरिवेटिव शुड नॉट ऑकर टुगेदर. इफ इट इज ऑकर देन अगेन इन दैट केस द इक्वेशन विल बी नॉन लीनियर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. Okay, now I am going to take some example and we will justify whether the equation is linear or not linear. So for example, example number 1. Okay, I am taking like dy by dx plus y equal to sin x. So you can say that this is a differential equation. You can also say that the order is 1, degree is 1, and this equation is a linear equation. So this is one example of a linear differential equation whose order is 1 and degree is also 1. Okay, I am going to take another example. Suppose dy by dx plus y square equal to something, suppose x. In that case, this is again a differential equation and this is a non-linear equation. ये non-linear क्यों हुआ? Because if you check the first condition or if you say the definition, check the definition of a linearity, it fails, because we know that the degree of dependent variable should be 1. So here the dependent variable is y, independent variable is x. So here the degree of dependent variable, here the power is 2. So that represents that this is our non-linear equation. This is our non-linear equation, and in that case, if I want to calculate what will be the order will be 1, degree will be 1. Okay, in the third example, I am taking another example, dy by dx whole square, it's a y and suppose x cube. So this is again a differential equation and this is again a non-linear equation. Why it is non-linear? Because it violates the condition number 2. We know that the degree of all derivative of the dependent variable should be 1. But यहाँ पर जो derivative का जो degree है, power है वो 2 है. That means it violates the second condition. So that's why this will be a non-linear equation. See why this linear and non-linear thing are important? Because when we try to solve first order, second order and higher order differential equation, we should know that whether the equation is linear or non-linear. Also we should know what will be the order and what will be the degree. And based on that we can apply our suitable method to find the solution. So that's why these 4 things, order, degree, linear and non-linear, are very important. So this is our non-linear equation, and if I say the order will be 1 because the highest derivative is 1 and the power of the greatest exponent of the highest order derivative is 2. So यहाँ पर degree क्या होगी हमारी 2 होगी. Okay, again I am taking one example, dy by dx and xy equal to suppose x minus 7 suppose. So this is one example of again this is a differential equation and this equation will be linear. Why? Because it will satisfy all the condition of linearity. So this is one example of linear equation and here the order will be 1, degree will be 2. Order will be 1 and degree will be 2. Okay, suppose in this example if I take dy by dx whole square, then in that case it will become the non-linear. So right now I am removing this one, only dy by dx. That is a order is 1, degree is 2. Sorry, degree is why degree is 2? Degree will be 1 because the highest order derivative is 1. So order is 1, degree is 1, and this is a linear equation. Okay, another example, it's a dy by dx or suppose d2y by dx2 and y times of dy by dx plus x equal to 0. So this is a second order differential equation, but this equation is a non-linear equation because it violates the condition number 3. You can see that here the dependent variable and the derivative of the dependent variable is occurred together. So that's why this equation, this term will suggest that this equation is our nonlinear equation. This is our nonlinear equation, and here the order will be 2 and degree will be 1. Right now, I'm going to discuss few important remark regarding order, degree, and linear and non-linearity. Okay, so first I'm going to define. I'm going to point out some important remark regarding order and degree. So what we know that, अगर हम बात करें order की, so we know that order is basically it's a highest order derivative in the differential equation. So order of a differential equation is always finite, and it will always be it's a positive integer. So the first point is that the order of differential equation is always finite, and it is positive integer. It cannot be fractional. If you look the ordinary differential equation, it will be also positive integer. Okay, the second important remark is that regarding degree, we know that the degree of a differential equation may exist, may not exist. किसी भी इक्वेशन का डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन का डिग्री हो सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है. So the degree of differential equation may exist or may not exist, but if it is exists, then in that case it should always be a positive integer. So and if it is exist, then it will always be positive integer. Okay, the third point is that regarding our linear and non-linearity. So regarding linear and non-linearity, the important remark is that we know that if the degree of, or you can say that like if some differential equation is linear, then in that case the degree of differential equation must be 1. But if the degree of some differential equation is 1, then in that case the equation may be linear, may not be linear. Okay, so I'm going to write the third point. Just a minute. I'm going to write the third point here. If the differential equation is linear, see in this lecture series, if I use DE, the differential equation, by default the meaning is it's the ordinary differential equation. So if the differential equation is linear, then the degree क्या होगी, then the degree of differential equation will always be 1. But converse is not true. The converse need not true. If some differential equation has degree 1, in that case that equation may be linear, may not be linear. This is a very important point or important remark. See, you can see that in this example, in our linear and non-linear example. See, you can see that the third example. Here this equation has the order 1. Sorry, this is not. You can see that example number 2. See, in this example, the order of a differential equation is 1, degree is 1. Still the degree is 1, but in that case the equation is a non-linear. So sometimes if the degree of the differential equation, if it is 1, then we cannot say that always it will be linear. But if it is linear, then always the degree will be 1. So that is our point number 3. So if the differential equation is linear, then the degree of differential equation will always be 1, but converse need not true. Converse need not true. That means it may happen, it may not happen. So the but converse need not true. That means what we can say, that if the degree of differential equation, if it is 1, then the differential equation may be linear or non-linear. May be linear or non-linear. This is a very important point. And you can say any example, suppose dy by dx, suppose y square is equal to, suppose I am taking x. So this is one counter example. You can see that this is dy by dx plus y square equal to x. Here the order is 1, degree is 1, but still this equation is a non-linear equation. So regarding degree, we cannot conclude that whether it is linear or non-linear. This is a very important point. So this equation is degree 1, but not linear. Not linear. But not linear. This is a non-linear equation. Okay, so till now we covered the motivation of a differential equation, what is the meaning of differential equation, order and degree, and then we'll see we covered the part of the linear and non-linearity. Okay, so now we are going to see some previous year question paper which is asked in our GATE examination. So okay, we are going to discuss some question. Okay, again we are taking another question which I had asked in the GATE 2009 EC paper. This is the differential equation is given. Again we want to find, the question is that we have to find the order of a differential equation. Only we have to find the order. So that means we will try to find the highest order derivative. So you can see that the highest order derivative in this example is our this one, that is d2 by dx2. So in that case the order of differential equation will be 2. Okay, next this question was asked in GATE 2007 civil engineering paper, and this is the equation. We want to find the degree of a differential equation. So first we should try to find the order. So order will be 2, that is the highest order derivative is 2, and the greatest exponent of the highest order derivative is 1. So in that case the degree of differential equation will be 1. So this is the B is our correct answer. See, this question was asked, again this is the next question. This question was asked in the GATE 2010 civil engineering paper. See, this equation is given, but this equation is not free from radical or fractional power. So we should try to simplify, then we can decide what will be the order and what will be the degree. So we are taking d3 by dx3 plus 4 times of this one. So we should try to keep the square root in the left hand side and the other term in the right hand side, or that means we separate the square root term in one side. So here I am taking d3 by dx3 plus, yeah, that is one term, and the right hand side term will be, it's a minus times of 4 into square root of, we want to remove that square root. So dy by dx whole square plus y square. So अगर स्क्वायर करेंगे तो क्या आएगा हमारा, दैट विल बी अ d3y by dx cube to the power whole square, and here it will be 16, and it will be dy by dx whole square and then plus y square. Now this look like fine. Now we can decide what will be the order. So what will be the order? The highest order derivative, you can say that the highest order derivative in that equation is 3, that is d3y by dx cube, that is order will be 3. And what will be the degree? In that case we will check the greatest exponent of the highest order derivative. So here the highest order derivative is d3 by dx cube. So in that case the degree will be 2. So order is 3 and degree is 2. So the question was, it's the degree and the order and degree. So that is the first option will be the correct option. That is 3 and 2. Order is 3 and degree will be 2. Okay, this is another question which has come in the year 2010 in mechanical engineering paper. So one equation is given. This equation is our Blase's equation. So D3, the equation is our D3F by D eta q plus F by 2 D2F by D eta q. So in this example, sorry, in this equation, you can see that F is our dependent variable and eta is our independent variable. So the highest order derivative in this equation is order, the highest order derivative is 3, so order will be 3, and the power of the highest order derivative is 1, so that's why degree will be 1. So order is 3 and degree will be 1. So this is our third order and first degree equation, but in the option you can check that the option are like second order non-linear, third order non-linear, third order linear or ordinary differential equation, or it's a mixed order non-linear ordinary differential equation. So we should also check the linearity and non-linearity. So since see here F is our dependent variable and eta is our independent variable. So if we check the condition of a linearity and non-linearity, it will fail the condition of a linearity, because see the dependent variable is F and one the derivative term, that is d2 by f by dn square is present, that is it violates the third condition, that is the dependent variable and the derivative of dependent variable occur together, so that's why it violates the condition of 3, the third condition. So that's why this equation will be non-linear equation. This equation will be non-linear equation. So now which option will be correct option? So that is this is our third order equation, non-linear equations, the third order non-linear ordinary differential equation. So option B will be our correct. Okay, so now we are going to discuss what we have discussed in this lecture. So in this lecture we cover the motivation, that is the introduction of a differential equation. We covered order degree. We covered what is the differential equation, what is PD equation, partial differential equation. We covered what is the order and degree. We covered linear and non-linearity. We covered linear and non-linear differential equation, and we solved some few problem of GATE examination paper. So we solved some GATE question. So this is the summary of the lecture number 1. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and definitely in the next lecture we will start the formation of a partial differential equation. Then we'll see the types of differential equation, and then we'll see the types of solution of a differential equation. So that we will discuss in our next lecture. So thank you for watching the video, and thanks for your time. And if you have any doubt or any query, please do the comment on our comment section. Definitely we will try to respond, and I hope we will meet in our next video. So thank you very much, and bye to all.